sexy car. Another, every time I see you, you're introducing me to a sexy car. The last time was the Prius.
Yes.
The Prius Reborn.
Absolutely.
And here's another one, and this is?
The GR Corolla. So this vehicle is extremely popular. It skews towards the people that love racing. You don't have to love racing, but it's really built by race enthusiasts for race enthusiasts. This has been built at really handcrafted the Motomachi plant in Japan, and it's the GR Corolla, part of our Gazoo Racing line of vehicles. The reason people love this, it's a Corolla, but it's built for the racetrack. It really is. And there's 3 different versions you can use with the GR4 all-wheel drive system. On the fly, you can switch it to 50-50. The wheels are control half and half on the fly.
Wow, okay.
I'll show you the button on the inside.
Right, okay.
Or you can switch it to where it's the back wheels have 70% of the power. The back wheels are actually spinning faster than the front wheels. Those people love that drifting.
Right.
This even has the old school e-brake you can pull up.
Wow.
People love that. And of course, you have the 3 different trim levels. The Core Edition, the Circuit Edition, there's only 1,500 of those. And the Mariso Edition, they're only making 200 of those in the US.
In the US?
In the US.
Just 200?
Just 200, very rare, very collectible. But the younger kids, as I say, love this car. It's sporty and it's built for a racetrack. It's great. So this is the 3 tailpipes. I was showing the triple exhaust, as you say. It gives that great grumble. Wait till you hear this thing when it's turned on. Oh, it's great.
Even the back.
Yeah, and of course it's a lift back, so you have tons of cargo space. You can fold the seats down. So again, racetrack one day, grocery shopping the next day. That's why the GR Corolla is fantastic. It can serve so many purposes. We have a spoiler here, depending on what trim level you get, it changes color. Those red calipers I was telling you about, the GR caliper brake pads, the wheels are great. I love the blacked out wheels. I think that looks really stylish. That's that G4 all-wheel drive system that I mentioned. And there's 3 different trim levels. This one is the base, the core, so that's fabric. But if you upgrade it to the Circuit or the Mariso, you get that ultra suede leather, that really high end with red stitching. So every vehicle trim level has a different kind of touch and feel to it. And of course, you have the vents, really adds a nice sex appeal to it. And of course, the GR badging, which is great as well. So we have little badging all throughout the vehicle, it's hidden in place. And then the nice thing here is, if you got that core one, you have the different different vents on top of the hood itself. So I think this is a hit. This is awesome.
Now I want to see the interior, and actually, yeah, to show me what's inside.
Let's check it out.
All right, now we're inside the GR Corolla. Look at the steering wheel. Tell me about this.
So you have a ton of features right at your fingertips or your thumb tips, depending how you drive. Of course, keeping your eyes focused on the road. You can activate a lot of our safety features. We have that dynamic radar cruise control that I talked about, which is great on the freeway. It'll follow the car in front of you, and you can change whatever distance you want to follow the vehicle in front of you. So it's that full speed, it's that cruise control that we know and love. And again, you just focus on the driving and the car will slow and stop for you. Your touch screen here, which really pops up. All of your features are right here, whether you do your map, your music, your hands-free audio. You can always look up things too by using OK Toyota or Hey Toyota. Of course, got our JBL speakers here, great sound system, which is really nice.
Right, and don't forget the stick shift.
Yeah, stick shift.
When you talked about the brake, the handbrake, right? It's called the handbrake,
Yep.
e-brake.
So this is that e-brake we talked about. Whether you're on the highway, you're gonna of course drive normally, but we can actually take this to an actual racetrack if you want. And people love to do this kind of that drifting.
Yes.
You can send on, we talked about earlier, that GR4 all-wheel drive system. Here is where you switch it on the fly. So if you want track mode, just push it in. That's a 50-50 split between the front wheel and the back wheel. If you want more of that rear wheel drive feel, it'll then send 70% of the power to the back and 30%. And then you go into front wheel drive, and of course it switches over there and shows you GR4 60-40. So it'll show that 60% of the power is coming from the front wheels, 40% to the rear wheels. And just on the fly, it'll switch it and show 30-70. And I love it because you really feel like you're in control. You pick and choose how you want to drive the GR Corolla. Not a lot of vehicles are made automatic and manual transmission anymore, so it's good to see that Toyota still has a few vehicles in our lineup that are manual transmission. And for those of you like yourself that have driven stick shift, you really feel connected to the car, right? You can downshift into turns, you're in control. Paddle shifting is great, but there's nothing that beats that feeling of putting the clutch in and shifting gear. So it really is built for the freeway, or you can take it to a racetrack. You can do either one, and people that love this, it's like a big Hot Wheels car. You can change it, do different tweaks to it. pop the hood. It's a 3-cylinder, over 300 horsepower. So the 0 to 60 is under 6 seconds. This thing flies.
Wow. Okay, when do I get to drive this?
Let's go. They're available now. Go to any dealership in Southern California and ask for the GR Corolla and take one for a test drive. Our dealers are fantastic. They'll always let you drive any vehicle you want to take. Because of course, you want to see it, but you also want to drive it and see how it feels.
Well, of course, Toyota makes it easy, right?
I think that's our slogan. Well done.
Yeah.